Hey everyone, this is Gary Cam with my buddy Chris Janes, who's the founder of rAVe. Everyone probably knows rAVe, but they're going to know you a lot better in what you do. But more importantly, we're going to talk about the impact that collaboration technology is having on the market during COVID and post-COVID in a session we're going to do next week. Chris, first off, welcome to rAVe and sort of with the platform that we're doing. You're going to do a launch and learn with us. I'm excited about that.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Gary. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
You know, you have an interesting vision. I've always followed what you've written for years on social and blog. You've blogged a lot. You've talked about. You've spoken a lot. We've spoken at the same events, and I've always been in awe because you seem to. You're one of those people in our industry that seems to have a vision for what's going to happen, not just next year, but 2 or 3 years down the road. And that's hard to do in an industry like ours.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I think it comes from two places. One, we're a software company, so we kind of accidentally ended up in the AV world, to be honest. I mean, I'm a computer scientist, right, that just ended up here and realized that software is maybe a much more flexible approach than sort of the custom hardware thing. And it allows us to do things like, the topic of that we're going to discuss, the whole pandemic and how do you respond to a crisis in the workplace. Well, software can turn the ship a lot faster. Like I used to talk about sort of dog years versus human years in rotation cycles and room refreshes and hardware. The fact that we can do it with software allows us to be more responsive to what customers need on demand, which is kind of cool. It's a lot of fun, actually.
And you bring up a really good point because our industry has been averse to software for a while, but I think now they're seeing the power of it, especially over the last few years with the UCC platforms, collaboration technologies really actually coming to fruition that are software based rather than hardware. We had all these like hardware solutions, and now we have a lot more software solutions, and they're finding that not only can they sell these and have recurring revenue, but they can also serve the client better because the client then can sort of have choice of what things look like, how they operate, and match it to their workflow, which is what we're going to kind of discuss next week.
Yeah.
We're going to do a launch and learn together next Thursday on October 22nd at 1 p.m. It's just going to be me and Chris. We're not going to sit there with a whole bunch of PowerPoint slides. We're literally going to talk about what's going on in the industry, what our observations are from our two perspectives. Your perspective is going to be invaluable, Chris.
Oh, cool. That's good to hear. Yeah. I mean, I think there's a fun part of this for sure. And then there's also this social, almost a responsibility that innovators like us have. I mean, if you look at times of crisis in the past and what we're in the middle of now, the fact that the AV community is the community that's responding to the workplace needs. We're in the middle of a massive crisis around the workplace. It's our job now to go back to our own roadmaps, to talk to our own customers and say, what do you need us to build for you? How can we innovate us to make sort of the return to work era easier on you and everything? I think it's going to be a fun discussion. I'm really looking forward to it. I know we're turning our ship to drive right at the challenges that people are seeing in the new normal for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's a comment. I will talk about this on Thursday, and I'll kind of tee up one of the first questions. I think it's going to be an intersection of digital signage and UCC together. I think we're going to see where they look like separate industries for years and years and years. Now all of a sudden they're going to combine. That's what we're going to leave you with. We need you to join us next Thursday on the 22nd of October. Sign up, register on the link that you see with this video right now. There's limited number of space, but if you get signed up now, you'll get in and you'll be able to not only listen to us, watch us, but also interact with us because the platform is network savvy, and we want people to network in the platform. So, Chris, thanks for joining me. I'm excited to have you. I'm excited that you're going to be on this, and hey, we'll see you next Thursday.
Awesome.